Hey guys, Austin here with Hope to Cope, checking in today to remind you that you are a miracle and you have a purpose. Super bright, the sun's shining, it's a beautiful day, and we're here at this pond that we come up to quite regularly. I just want to show just how clear the water is. You see how clear that is? And it reminded me of the story of someone throwing a rock into the pond, and then it creates the murkiness as it hits all the mud, and the mud comes up, and then getting upset and saying, oh, you threw a rock into my pond, and now there's all this murkiness there. And yet it wasn't the rock that creates the murkiness. The murkiness, the mud, the dirt, that's already there. So the rock being thrown in just stirred up what's only there. And so the only way for the water to stay clear is for it to stay still. It can't have any ripples, it can't have any wind, there can't be anything thrown into it, because if there is, then it creates murkiness, and then it's not as easily to see. It becomes unclear, like this here. And so if there was a swimming pool, for example, that's been cleaned out and is cleaned out regularly, if you take that same rock that you threw into the pond that created the murkiness, but instead you throw that rock into the pool, is it going to create the murkiness? No, because the pool has been cleaned out and there's no dirt and muck inside of it to create the murkiness and make it unclear, like in this pond. And so in your life, pay attention to where you're feeling like other people or circumstances are messing up your life and are making it feel like you can't see clearly. I want you to pay attention and see what's going on inside of you. What's the murkiness? What's the mud? What's the muck that's inside of you that's being disturbed? And clean it out. So that person throwing a rock into your life actually is doing you a service, because it's showing you this dirt, this muck that's in your life that you didn't notice before. But once it's brought attention to, now we can do something about it. We can release it. We can let it go. So remember that you're a miracle and you have a purpose. This life is beautiful. Everything that happens in this life is there to teach us and help us to grow. There's mountains and valleys. There's clarity and murkiness. And it's all there to help us realize our potential and to learn as much as we can. You're a miracle. You have a purpose. Find the murkiness inside of you, find the dirt and the muck, and clean it out, get it out, so that when the next rock is thrown into your life, which it's going to happen, you're going to have another rock that comes. But when it comes, you will be able to see it for what it is. Oh, that's just a rock. And it's not going to create a bunch of murkiness and mess inside of you, because you've responsibly taken care of it. And if that rock does create more murkiness, you know that you can release it. It's not the rock's fault. It's not the person that threw the rock. You get a chance to release. And if you don't like people throwing rocks in your water, you can do different things. You can set boundaries up in your life. You can distance yourself away from certain types of people. And there's choice and things that you can do there. And this isn't saying that abuse and those types of things are okay. If there's allegations, if there's anything that's done that's illegal, it's important to file charges and do what you can in those cases. I'm talking about here in the pond about more of like emotional boundaries, emotional things that are within us that we have the power to take care of them. And it's not life-threatening, and it's not something that's illegal. So remember, you're a miracle. You have a purpose. Thank you for being you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, I'm here at Hope to Cope every day, checking in to give you some hope to help you cope with whatever it is that you're going through, and to remind you that you're a miracle and you have a purpose. Thanks for spending this time with me today, and I'll see you again soon.